Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope that each of you had a wonderful weekend. Mine was definitely wonderful as always. I didn't do too much. I did just enough, and I got things done that I needed to do, so I'm really excited about that. And let's see, where do I start before I jump into my topic for today? So I had a great workout this morning, and it was great. It wasn't perfect, but it was, no, I take that back. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I didn't get to do exactly what I wanted to do because my left knee was giving me a little bit of a fit, and I actually do have some swelling in both my knees. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to push the envelope. I went 155 in my squat program, and I did 5 sets of 6 pause reps, so that way I could stretch them out without overtaxing them. So that was good. And then after, well, I did my accessory work before squatting, so I think it made it a little bit easier to squat. I didn't have as much pain as I probably would have. And then I went and did the leg press last, and I kept that weight light as well. I warmed up with 510 for 10 reps, and then I went 510 for 6 reps. Well, I know I ended with 690 for 6 reps, I believe it is. I forget what the middle weight was, but I do know that I ended with 690. I was going to push the envelope and do 700, but that knee said, Michelle, not today. Actually, you know what? It wasn't even my knees on the leg press that was bothering me. It was my glutes. Because you all, I think I told you all that I was in a car accident, rear-ended a few years ago, sitting at a light, minding my little business. And so as a result of that, I tend to get a little pain in my right glute, my right butt cheek. Let's just keep it all the way real. So I actually have an appointment at the end of the month. I'm going to Massage NB to hopefully see if I can't get that massaged out, because it goes away but it comes back. So anyway, like I said, I kept the weight light. I ended with 690 for 6 reps. That was perfect, and I'll take it. Wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but I'll take it. And when it came to cardio, y'all ain't gonna lie, I just didn't have the energy or the desire to want to do it. So I only did 20 minutes of cardio, and I was out of there. Which I got out of there a little after about 2:35, and I haven't done that in quite a while because lately I've been getting up out of there about 3:30. So I am excited. Now let's jump into our topic for today. Oh, before I do that, y'all, when I log off today, because you know I'm teleworking on my way to my sister's house, but when I log off for today, can I just tell you guys, I am so excited because my sister was like, look, we need to ride out excuse me, to the Pandora store, and I am always down to go to Pandora. Okay, so I'm excited. So we're gonna go to Pandora when I log off work today, and I think I'm gonna get me 2 charms. I need to go online and see which 2 I'm interested in, but I'm thinking I'm going to get me 2 charms, and that's it. Because y'all know, if you go into Pandora, child, you can rack up on some charms, and I'm not trying to go broke doing that. So look, I'm going to treat myself to two charms, only because I didn't get one last month. I said every month I was going to buy a charm, and for whatever reason, last month, February came and went, and I just didn't even think about it. So it is what it is, and I will make up for it. Now, oh, and wait a minute. My birthday is next month. So I think because it's my birthday, I'm going to treat myself to 2 more charms. So we'll see about that. But anyway, let's jump into our topic. So today's topic is fear leading you? Is fear leading you? Now I want you to really think about that for a minute, because most of you all would probably answer that question and say, no, it isn't. But you'd be surprised. See, fear leads us in different ways. Some people have a fear of being, Lord, I wish they would fill in that pothole. Some people have a fear of being disliked, and so they do things that they really don't want to do, and they're really, you know, it's just not them at all, but they do it because they want to be liked. See, here's my feeling on that. You don't have to like me, because guess what? I love me. I have family and friends that love me, so whether you like me or not is really immaterial. I don't care. You don't ever have to like me, and I'm going to be all right with that. But there are a lot of people, like I said, that do live in fear, and they will step out there and do stuff that they know they have no business doing, all in the name of being liked. I don't understand it, but it happens. Some of you have fear leading you because you need to step out and do something. I don't know what that something is. It could be starting a business. It could be getting out there to do a speaking engagement. Whatever it is, whatever it is, stepping out there, buying your home, whatever it is, there's something that you're not doing because fear is leading you, and you sat around and you talked yourself out of doing it because you said, well, what if people don't like what I'm talking about? What if nobody registers for my event? What if I get a thumbs down because people said, oh, you know, my content wasn't good, I don't speak well enough? And so fear is leading you, and you're not stepping out there to do the things that I believe we're called to do. And so we've got to stop doing that. Stop worrying about the what ifs. That's not your business. And I've told you guys this before. That is not your business. It's not your concern. You can't worry about what ifs. You know, if I'm going to go and do a speaking event or, you know, do a workshop, I'm just going to do it. I can't worry about what if, because sometimes you will talk yourself right out of doing stuff, and all for no reason. So we have to stop allowing fear to lead us. And if the truth be told, we all have had a time where fear was leading us. We all have had a time when we didn't do something that we really wanted to do because of fear. We worried about all of the things that I just mentioned. Are people going to like it? Are they going to like me? Will they come because I'm doing it? We all have done it. But I want to encourage us to stop doing it. And even now, sometimes, y'all, I won't even lie, even now, sometimes I have a fear of stepping out and doing some things. And I'll be very honest with you and very transparent. Last year is the reason why I didn't step out to do a lot of the things that I really wanted to do, because that voice, you know what I'm talking about, because we all have it, that little voice in the back of my head started talking to me and said, well, Michelle, what you can't do this. You know what I mean? What gives you the authority to do this, that, or the other? And so I decided that when January 1st rolled around, I'm not thinking about that little voice. I'm going to step out there and do any and everything that I am big enough and bad enough to do for my business. Now, I will be prepared. If it doesn't turn out the way that I expected, guess what? That's life. That's life. Things happen. Oh well, you go back to the drawing board and you look at what you've done and figure out how you can do it better the next time around. But we've got to stop allowing fear to lead us, because we miss out on so many things in life. You know, I met a lady once who, her last few relationships didn't go as well as she had wanted them to. They didn't work out, and so because of that, she has a fear, or had a fear, of getting into another relationship. And I said to her, I said, well, you know what? If we all thought that way, a lot of folks would be by themselves. Is that a legitimate fear? Of course it is. Of course it is. Nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to be used. But you can't, like I told her, you can't allow that to keep you from finding the happiness that's yours. See, there's somebody out there for you, like I told her. I said, but you have to pray for discernment. And that goes for all of us. Whenever you're getting ready to do something, I don't know about you, but I can only speak for me. But whenever I'm getting ready to do something, even when I'm on my way to the gym, I'm always praying. And I'm asking God to allow whatever it is that I'm doing to work out for my good, because this is something that I need for me. And so when I said pray for discernment, I said to her, you need to pray for discernment. So you need to pray when you meet somebody. First of all, ask God, is this the person that you would have for me? Because chances are, if we did that, if more people did that, you would find that that's not the person that you want is not the person that God wants for you. A lot of times it is, but sometimes it is not. So we've got to learn to pray for discernment. And then, like I told her, you can go through life a whole lot better, and you won't be wasting your time with relationships that really are not going to go anywhere. Relationships that really are not in your best interest. So I have reached my destination, and that's my little pep talk on not allowing fear to lead you, because I think we just miss out on so many things in life when we allow fear to lead us. And it's sad. It really is. It's sad, but too many people experience it. And I think it's time to break that cycle. Yeah, it's time. It's time to break that cycle. Stop missing out on all that life has for you because you're afraid. And then some people, let me say this before I get out my truck. Some people, talking about letting fear lead you, there are some people that stay in relationships, you guys, because of fear. Isn't that deep? Some people stay in relationships because they fear leaving the person that they're with, because the person that they're with doesn't have it all going on up here, and so they're afraid to leave. So fear leads them to stay with this individual. I got that. That is very real. And if you're in that situation, I pray for you. I pray for you, because that's a dangerous place to be. But also, you have people that are in relationships and they're afraid to let that relationship go, even though they know that person means them no good. They are no good themselves. They don't want anything out of life, and all they're doing is bringing you down. You know why? Because they're afraid of being alone. So fear is leading them to stay with this person that they, number one, should never have gotten hooked up with, and number two, they should have let go a long time ago. So y'all, stop letting fear lead you. And I can honestly say, if I like to try to be transparent with you all. And I can say I've been down that road. I have been down that road where I was afraid to leave a relationship because of the very same thing. You're thinking, well, dang, somebody else going to end up with them. And they have their good qualities. They have a few good qualities over here, but they have a whole lot over here that needs a whole lot of work. So you try to cling to the good in that person. At least that was me. Try to cling to the good in that person, not realizing the little bit of good in that person didn't outweigh all the bad in them, and you should have walked away. I should have walked away a long time ago. So I was going somewhere when I said that. Oh, we're talking about letting fear lead you. So don't be afraid to let a relationship go. And that could be that relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic one. It can be. It could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It could be a husband or a wife. But that relationship could also be a job. Look at that. It could be a business partner. It could be a business. It could be a whole lot of things. But my goal is just to get you to understand that you've got to stop allowing fear to lead you. It's all right to be a little afraid, but then step out there and do the things that you need to do to free yourself. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be tied up with anything and anybody that makes me feel like I should live in any kind of fear. Any kind of fear, because I've been down that road. I've been down that road, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's not a pretty place to be. Oh, but let me tell you, times have changed. And if you ever, as a man, if you ever think you're gonna come into my life and raise your hand to this chick sitting right here, honey, you better think twice, because I promise you that I'm going to take you out of here long before God will, because I'm not having it. So I don't know what made me even say that, but if you are someone that's living in fear of an abusive partner, honey, pack your stuff and move on. And if you can't do it by yourself, seek help. There are tons of places that you can go to get the help that you need, because you deserve better. You deserve better, and nobody should ever have to live in fear, any kind of fear. Okay? So That's all I have for you guys. I just want to say thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back, and there's nothing you can do about it, so don't even try it, because I'm going to love you anyhow. I hope you have a great week. Think about what I said, and if you are one of those individuals that fear is leading you to do the things that you're doing or causing you not to do the things that you want to do, stop living in that fear. Say today is it. To this moment, it is it. It is done. It's finished, and you are not going to continue to live in fear. You deserve better, because remember, this year we're thinking big. We're thinking big. We're doing big. We're living big. And we're not going to allow fear to stand in our way. Until next time, take care.